Okay, so now you see enveloping cone. So जैसे हमने किया था enveloping cylinder, so same thing is here. Same we have enveloping cone. So enveloping cone means what? अगर हम जो हमारे पास टेंजेंट्स हैं, जितनी भी कोन को हमें हमारे गिवन पॉइंट के ऊपर जितनी टेंजेंट्स हैं, राइट, उन सबको अगर हम ज्वाइन कर देंगे, वी विल गेट द कोन. दैट कोन इज नोन एज एनवेलपिंग कोन. सो द लोकस ऑफ द टेंजेंट्स फ्रॉम अ गिवन पॉइंट to the sphere, exactly, again this need not to be sphere, this can be any conicoid also. So अगर हम सारी tangents का sphere locus लेंगे from a given point, it is a cone, and that cone is known as the enveloping cone, right, from the point of the sphere. Is it clear? So basically अगर आपको याद हो, सिलेंडर में हमने क्या किया था, पॉइंट ऑन द सिलेंडर लिया था. यहाँ पे क्या है, आपके पास एक कोई स्फीयर है, आपने एक पॉइंट लिया, इस पॉइंट के ऊपर से आप टेंजेंट्स ड्रॉ करते जाओ सिलेंडर के ऊपर, स्फीयर के ऊपर. सो यू सी दिस इज वन टेंजेंट, this is one tangent, this is another tangent, this is another tangent, this is another tangent, this is another tangent, and so on. So basically the locus of the tangents from a given point to a sphere. So if you are able to see from the geometry, so this solid which you will get, that will be a cone, and this cone is known as the enveloping cone. But is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So now suppose, now obviously this point should be known to me. Now let us try to find the equation of enveloping cone. So say x1, y1, z1 is the given point, right? And we have to find the equation of the enveloping cone to this sphere. So again, this sphere is just a simple sphere, हमने आर्टिकल में लिया है. Otherwise इस equation की जगह x square plus y square plus z square is equal to a square की जगह आपके पास x square plus y square plus z square plus 2gx plus 2fy. I mean, you can have the standard equation of sphere. You can have any conic equation, any second degree equation, proof will remain the same, right? So now let us do this. So suppose you have a point, and from this point आपने एक tangent draw करी, right? And this tangent, right, which, so say this is the point Q. He's writing the point Q downwards, right? We have taken the point Q on the tangent, and Q is not necessarily the point of contact. Q जरूरी नहीं है, Q is this point, Q can be this point, Q can be this point. So basically Q is the point in such a way कि जो PQ और जो remaining portion की ratio है, that is K is to 1. So that can be a point of contact also, that can be any other point on the line. तो हमने क्या किया, हमने x1, y1, z1 से P point से एक tangent गिराई, हमने उस tangent के ऊपर point Q ले लिया, और ये Q point की property क्या है, that this Q point cuts this tangent in the ratio k is to 1. हमें पता है अगर मेरे पास ratio है, right, so then I can write the coordinates, right? So basically let me do just so x y z, he is taking the, so this is not Q, I'm sorry, I should write it another way around. So P is the point, right? So P is the point outside the cone, and Q is the point on the tangent. So Q is the point on the tangent. Again, Q is not necessarily the point of contact. It can be any point. अब suppose इस tangent के ऊपर कोई point है, say the point is R. Again, I'm saying R is not the point of contact. R can be anywhere. And suppose R is the point such that PR ratio RQ is K is to 1. So P is one point on the tangent. Q is another point on the tangent. So P is x1, y1, z1, Q is x, y, z, and R is any point in between such that the ratio of PR and RQ is K is to 1. Beta, is the geometry clear? Beta, is the geometry clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right now. So you see, this is, so from here, what are the coordinates of R? So R will be Kx plus x1 over k plus 1. Similarly, ky plus y1 over k plus 1, kz plus z1 over k plus 1. Now, so as this point can be anywhere, so if this point is the point of contact, so this point can be any point. So if this happens to be a point of contact, then what will happen? It will satisfy the equation of the sphere. So अगर ये point of contact हुआ, तो ये sphere की equation को satisfy करेगा, तो हमने इसके coordinates हमने sphere की equation में put कर दिए. So we will just simplify now. So this is kx square, k1 square, all this. So what will happen? So now you see what we have, what will happen? We get a quadratic equation in K. We get a quadratic equation in K. So moment we get a quadratic equation in K, right? So from here again the same thing. So this is the point of contact. So इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि point of contact का मतलब क्या हुआ कि इस रूट का सिर्फ एक ही इक्वेशन, इस इक्वेशन का सिर्फ एक ही रूट होगा. So एक रूट का मतलब क्या हुआ? That the discriminant should be 0. Beta, is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so discriminant is 0, so b square minus 4ac is 0. So you see, so this is b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So from here, if you cancel 4 is gone, right? So this equation can be written as what? X square plus y square plus z square minus a square into x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square minus a square. और इस टर्म को हम एक तरफ ले गए हैं. So xx1 plus yy1 plus zz1 minus a square का whole square. So अगर आप देखो, अगर आपको याद हो, so you see this is the equation of the sphere. फिर हमने क्या किया? स्फीयर में हमने पॉइंट को पुट कर दिया. So that is S11 and this is what? This is the equation of, हमने क्या किया है? हमने equation of tangent लिखी है. X की जगह xx1, y की जगह yy1, z की जगह z1. बेटा yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So you see, this is the equation of the tangent. So that is S1 का whole square. So this is the equation of the enveloping cone. S means the equation of the conic. So now in general, S is the equation of conic. S11 means conic की equation में सिर्फ आपने point को put कर देना है. And S1 means आपने equation of tangent लिखनी है. तो अगर आपको याद हो equation of tangent हम कैसे लिखते हैं? X square की जगह xx1, y square की जगह yy1, similarly z square की जगह zz1, फिर x की जगह x plus x1 by 2, y की जगह y plus y1 by 2 and z की जगह z plus z1. बेटा is it clear? Girls, clear है सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you see the first question here, find the equation of the cone circumscribing. So circumscribing means जिसने sphere को, इस sphere को cover किया हुआ है. So circumscribing the sphere. So you see here the sphere is general. Here the sphere is general. And having the vertex as 1 1 1. So you see that point, जो हमने x1 y1 लिया था, P point, that was the vertex. So that point was the vertex. So let us write. So we know the formula now. So how will we write the equation of the sphere? Equation of the enveloping cone. So equation of the enveloping cone is how much? S. So equation of the conic, S. So conic की equation कितनी है? X square plus y square plus z square plus 2x minus 2y minus 2. Right? So S. फिर S की जगह point put कर दो, vertex put कर दो. तो X की जगह 1 1 1 plus 2 minus 2 minus 2. And this is equal to the tangent square. So हमें पता है tangent की equation क्या होती है? X x1. So x1 की जगह 1 आ गया, y y1 1 आ गया, z z1, right? Plus 2 into x plus 1 by 2 minus 2 into y plus 1 by 2 minus 2. So this quantity का whole square. Is it fine, बच्चे?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can simplify this one, and from here we will get the equation of the enveloping cone. So if you see all the questions are same, find the equation of the enveloping cone with vertex at origin and generators touching the sphere this. So sphere is given, vertex is given. Next question. Sphere is given, vertex is given. Again, sphere is given, vertex is given. Beta, is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Let us go to the questions of the previous exercise. Show that the cone of the second degree can be found to pass through any two set of rectangular axes through the same origin. I repeat, show that the cone of the second degree can be found to pass through any two set of rectangular axes through the same origin. Is the question clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so basically what you have two set of rectangular axes. So this is say one set of rectangular axes, so this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Say you have another set of rectangular axes also. So this is x dash, this is y dash, and the origin is same. Origin दोनों को same है. So we have to show that a cone of second degree basically pass x dash y dash से भी करती है और वो xy से भी करती है, and provided the axes they have the origin same. But is it fine? अब इसमें हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, हमें वो कंसेप्ट्स लगाने पड़ेंगे जो हमने लगाए थे किसमें, शिफ्टिंग ऑफ दिस इज बेसिकली व्हाट यू हैव डन द रोटेशन ऑफ द ओरिजिन. आपने ओरिजिन को रोटेट कर दिया, एक्सेस को रोटेट कर दिया, ओरिजिन इज फिक्स्ड, राइट. सो से सपोज OX ओवर, सो मैंने सिर्फ यहाँ पे दो एक्सेस इसलिए लिए ताकि आपको दिख जाए, अदरवाइज इन जनरल देयर इज Z axis आल्सो. सो Z axis इज समवेयर हियर, सो दिस विल बी Z dash. So let OX, OY, OZ be a set of any coordinate axis, and suppose हमने उसको rotate कर दिया, origin को fix कर दिया, and suppose OX dash, OY dash and OZ dash is the new axis. And हमें पता है, अब suppose direction cosines of the new axis with respect to first axis is say L1 M1 N1, L2 M2 N2, L3 M3 N3. बेटा यहाँ तक clear है?
Yes, ma'am.
आपको याद हो कल हमने एक फर्स्ट आर्टिकल किया था, इक्वेशन ऑफ द कोन थ्रू द एक्सिस. तो हमने शो किया था कि जो कोन तीनों एक्सिस से पास करती है, तीनों एक्सिस से पास करने का मतलब क्या हुआ, उसके जनरेटर तीनों एक्सिस हैं. हमने शो किया था इक्वेशन ऑफ द कोन इज दिस FYZ plus GZX plus HXY is equal to 0. Remember? So
Yes,
here also what is given to us, that the cone passes through the three axes OX, OY, OZ. So obviously equation of the cone will be in the reduced form. Equation of the cone will be FZY, FYZ, FGZX plus HXY. Right. So now basically we have to show that it passes through all the three axes. We have to show now it passes through all. अब हमें ये show करना है कि वो OX dash, OY dash और OZ dash से भी पास करती है. अब अगर आप देखो ये इक्वेशन, व्हाट वाज द इक्वेशन ऑफ द कोन, FYZ plus GZX plus HXY is equal to 0. So this is the equation of the cone. Isn't this cone a homogeneous equation? Beta, is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So what we will show, if you remember, we will show that the direction cosines satisfy the equation of this cone. Right? We will show that the direction cosines satisfy this equation of this cone. Now let us suppose this cone passes through OX dash and OY dash. तो इसका मतलब L1 M1 N1 और L2 M2 N2 इसकी इक्वेशन को सेटिस्फाई करेंगे. सो वी गेट दिस इक्वेशन. हमें ये शो करना है कि थर्ड कोऑर्डिनेट्स भी इसको सॉल्व करते हैं. We just have to show that the third equation will also satisfy this equation, right? So now if you see, अगर हम इन इक्वेशंस को ऐड कर दें, what we get M1 N1 plus M2 N2, इधर आ गया N1 N1 plus L2 L2, here L1 M1 plus L2 M2. बट हमें पता है अगर तीन परपेंडिकुलर लाइंस हैं, डायरेक्शन रेशियोज हैं L1 M1 N1, L2 M2 N2, L3 M3 N3, तो हमें पता है M1 I mean any two L1 M1 plus L2 M2 plus L3 M3 is 0, M1 N1 plus M2 N2 plus M3 N3 is 0. But remember, is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
So you see from here M1 N1 plus M2 N2 ये किसके इक्वल हो जाएगा, minus M3 N3. Okay, so you see, so M1 N1 plus M2 N2 will be M3 N3. Similarly हमारे पास N3 L3 आ जाएगा, similarly हमारे पास L3 M3 आ जाएगा. So ये सारी values हमने put कर दी. So from here if you see what is happening, the direction ratios of OZ is also satisfying this equation. But is it fine? So you see this equation passes through the axes also, other axes also. But is it clear to all?